Okay, so here we are, another episode of Torque Talk. This time we're at the Vancouver Auto Show, the 2026 Vancouver Auto Show. Special guest, Eric Nicholl, Executive Director of the
happy
show.
to be here.
There we are. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
So it's the end of the third day. It's Friday evening,
Friday night.
and I think we had a couple of good days. I was here each and every day, so I know, but I think it's been a good start.
It was a great start. We had a record-setting opening day Wednesday, best opening day Wednesday in history. Yesterday was on par.
Do you want to share the number for Wednesday? How many people?
We're going to be on Wednesday, 22, high 21, almost 22,000 people.
Great.
An average would be about 16.5.
Okay.
So definitely good numbers.
Good.
Great numbers. Shows that the people are coming out. They're excited that the show is on.
And I think we all like it to see that it's getting supported. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, this year coming into the event, it just felt good. The vibe around the city was positive. It made us feel better about getting the show kicked off.
How many years have you done this now?
It'll be 4.
Yeah.
This will be 4 years.
4 years for you, but it's been running a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, a couple of years.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. This will be the 103rd edition of the Vancouver Auto Show, starting from its humble beginning back out at the P&E Agrodome Coliseum.
Wow, that's so cool.
Little sad luck back then, right?
Okay, Dad.
So you said that the first day was a really strong start, and
Yeah.
I know I was here, and we had a special guest here.
We had a special guest. I like to pull out unique features that give the guests a really cool experience. So this year we brought out Sung Kang, better known as Han from the Fast and Furious franchise. He's traveling around the world promoting his new movie Drifter. And this was a great opportunity to have him here as a guest. Talked about the promotion of his new show. Come out, meet the fans, have an opportunity for meet and greet, autograph sessions, etc.
And I think we were all surprised how many people showed up.
That crowd reaction was unbelievable.
My reaction was absolutely
They were lined up the whole length of the building and around the corner.
Wow.
around the corner, down all the way to the seawall.
And not one deep. There were 4 sides. Yeah.
It was
It
deep.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like screaming young girls or like
A full mix. a full mix.
Yeah.
Young girls to parents in their early mid 40s that are just like, I love you, Fast and the Furious.
I mean, I guess that's the thing about Fast and Furious, though. You can be 16 or 50 years old and you still.
The franchise has what, 10 movies in it? So,
But you gave him props because you said he was really taking time with a lot of stuff.
So there were Starlight, the foundation with the kids where you got one
Yep.
morning. And the amount of time that he took with the kids was amazing. And one kid, I don't know, for whatever reason, couldn't make it, maybe sick or so. One of the other kids gave him the phone and said, can you please say something? So we taped a little video. And he just grabbed the phone, and for the next 4 or 5 minutes, he was walking around with the phone, showed the kid, selfie style, what is in the show, and you get better.
yeah,
I was blown away. That
That's
was
so nice.
amazing
Props to him for that.
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. I had an opportunity to meet him before we did the media Q&A. And the first sense that I got from him was what a humble, genuine, authentic human being. He really does a good job at creating that human connection with those that he's around. It was quite inspiring having an opportunity to get there and even ask those questions in front of him.
And did you make the selection to bring him in?
I did,
Actually,
actually.
where did that?
So we get asked all the time, can we do this or what about this idea? I've run major events for 25 years, and like I said, we go back to that creating that special unique experience. Some work, some do not. This one was the right collaboration, the right level of financial commitment. We felt that we could provide a good atmosphere for him to deliver his message. So it worked.
That's a home run.
It was a grand slam. It was a great grand slam.
I don't know who in the world I would line up that long to see. Probably no one. Maybe Leah.
We're here now. We're here.
So it will be something for next year. I mean, trying to find another celebrity.
Yeah.
Right?
Right? Like you can
Still
go.
say Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling would be a good one. I think he may be out of our budget, but hey, you seem to know everybody, between this group here.
Mhm.
Seem to know everybody. So if you've got a connection down there, just get us connected.
Well, my impression of the show this year is it turns into even more of an experience than an auto show. And I guess, sort of hearing you talk there, that sounds like what your focus is as well.
It is. So we talk to the manufacturers. I talk to them pretty much every 3 weeks, all of them. And I'm getting a finger on the pulse as to what it is that they want. And when I came into the event, what was being echoed is the fact that a traditional auto show is dying or dead.
Yeah.
The manufacturers want to be at events that create an experiential environment. And that's why we do things like Sun Kang. That's why we do the Porsche drive-ins. That's why we have supercars, electric vehicle test drive, all these things that are adjacent to showcasing the vehicles and the manufacturers that we have on site.
Mhm. And are the manufacturers on board to do stuff like that? Are you getting a lot of people wanting to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely. The more experiential we can add to the event, it makes it significantly easier to bring them back the following year.
Yeah. I was even looking at the BCIT booth, which was really cool, like
You
for
bet.
the electric stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm trained in automotive, but I had no idea that BCIT was even doing like EV specific courses like that until today.
EV technicians, diagnostics. So the New Car Dealers Association of BC is the entity that owns the Vancouver Auto Show. So we speak with all of the provincial entities, government, education, etc. So when schools like BCIT have these technical skills training programs, we come in and we support them with full force. And the dealers get behind it too, because they know that that's the source of that future pipeline of technicians that the dealerships are going to need.
Yeah.
And is that the same? Like, I guess the granddaddy of all auto shows is Frankfurt. Have you been to the Frankfurt Auto
I have not. I have not. It's on my list.
Direction as well, or is this your idea here?
So I would like to say I have all the great ideas. I do defer to some of the American shows like LA and New York.
Yeah.
They're considered the top of the top.
Yeah.
So I look and see what they're doing. And I believe I've got a little bit of a creative flair that I can not just replicate what they do, but I can create some new opportunities. And what we're seeing is now these other shows are starting to see what we're doing and are copying us. Yeah.
Well, it's cool, right? Like Casima is like, custom builds that you're doing everything from brand new cars to skilled trades to experiences. Like it is really cool in this little community space. Like, I really did.
Well, Olaf and I did a little impromptu poll and asking a number of the people who walk by, what's the favorite car? What's the favorite thing you saw in the auto show? And we're coming from a bias, but a lot of the classics got a lot of love. We got a Lamborghini Diablo over in Olaf's booth there, and it was probably the number one choice.
The rarities.
Yeah, and a lot of young people were commenting on the classic cars. It's a favorite piece.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think people are tired. I'm tired of a lot of the new stuff, Just all kind of ends up looking the same at the end of the day.
All digital screens.
I shouldn't say that.
Like one of the highlights for me is to the Corvette concept car.
Oh, that's so true. That's so true.
Like to see those cars here, really special. And
Everyone
people pointed that out too.
to me. Always used to be the auto show had it fancy.
As I've had fancy one.
Corvette.
Right?
I've got a good story about how that concept, how they ended up being here. So this would have been like back early summer, scrolling through Instagram, getting some inspiration, and bam, here comes the CX concept renderings, artwork.
Yeah.
So I talked to my contact out of GM Canada and I said, hey, are these real? He messaged me right back and he goes, I've never seen this. He goes, alone, no way.
Yeah.
So about 10 days go later and they were unveiled at Monterey. I picked up the phone and I called him and I go, they're real. And he goes, I'm way ahead of you. I've already put in the request to have one here in Vancouver. So they arrived. I had a bit of a scare about 2 weeks out because they were debuted in Chicago. Well, the New York show saw this and they're like, well, we want them.
Yeah.
So they might not come. I put my hand up. I said, come on. I've been the first one asking. And about a week before the show, I get the confirmation. We have one coming, but we have a surprise. I'm like, what's the surprise? You're getting them both. So I was like, I'm going to get them both. Yes. But it came with a catch.
Yeah.
And the catch was they fly out of here tonight directly to New York.
Tonight?
Tonight.
Friday.
Yeah, it's tonight.
Oh, tonight.
Like as we are speaking,
Yeah.
they're wheeling out and they're getting onto the jet.
So that's why you got to come early. That's why you got to come early when doors open.
Yeah.
And
Come down tonight.
right now.
Right
We'll
now.
open the doors. But the unique and special part about this one is those two cars at the same time at a Canadian event will never happen again.
Yeah.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
That's a real classic ownership. I mean, couple.
Yeah. Well, and then on top of that, the Formula One cars, right? I mean, down there, Audi, Cadillac brought one.
Yeah, absolutely. It was nice to see the return of the German luxury brands this year, Audi Canada, BMW Canada. And because the Audi team had the F1 car in Toronto, of course, hey, if you don't ask, you're not going to get. I put my hand up right away as soon as they committed. And I said, can you bring the F1 car? And I said, the cost. I'm like, just come on. The city would love this. And a couple of days later, got the confirmation. Yep, it's coming. It needs 24-hour security. Nobody can go near it. I'm like, cool, we can make that happen. We got you.
It's nice to see BMW coming back in there. This is the first time they've come back, right?
It's been I'm saying about a decade.
Yeah.
A decade they've come back.
Wow,
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're moving the needle in the right direction.
We sure do. And we all said, I mean, there's so many more cars this year. It's all a little bit tighter,
It's
right?
a little bit tighter.
So
Absolutely.
I think we're at capacity in here.
Oh, I think we're beyond capacity.
I know what that means. We got to move upstairs.
That's the plan. It's funny that you say that. I was supposed to have the 2027 contract talk on yesterday, on Thursday, but again, working through the kinks of the opening couple of days, we got bumped till Thursday of next week, but that is our intention. We know we need more space. We know there are brands that want to return. We need more footprint to make this happen. So in an ideal world, we tactically reacquire half of level one, create an adjacent OEM / feature space that creates symmetry and flow for the guest experience on site.
So everybody who says Vancouver is not a car city, we are a car city.
We are a car city.
People say all the time, oh, Vancouver. I'm like, what do you mean? Vancouver is actually car capital of North America, supercar capital of North America. People don't believe me.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Yeah.
You look at and you know what? Here it is. We are. It's cool. So thank you for putting this together.
I'm happy to do it.
Yeah,
I'm happy to do this. Yeah.
The car community, and speaking from the collector car community, we all really want to support it. There's more car stuff we can do.
Yeah. Showcase the whole timeline, the history of automotive.
I mean, we have seen it at the iconic concert group with your Maserati 1970 Maserati and the Lamborghini Countach.
Yeah.
People love those cars.
Yeah.
Like the Countach, either people at that age, they had it as child of the dream, the poster.
On the
right?
poster.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Or people that saw Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Right. And
but I guess this auto shows it's driven by the new car manufacturers, and so it's nice that they include the classic cars.
Yeah. Well, I think that goes back to the broader scope and the vision for creating that experiential environment. You got to have more.
could someone please mention that I brought Canada's first supercar? Just saying. Oil Stain Lab. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of people stop for their original car, which is really 1970s style car, and to see a young team like the Twin Brothers create a new car company and decided to move production to Quebec, to Canada. Yeah. I think it's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm super happy that
It'll be interesting to look like 5 years from now, see if this production comes all the way through and makes them first.
The first production car,
premier car is being shown up.
Then it's a re-debut.
There we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. First production car, Oil Stain Lab is. They're hoping for the end of this year already. Because parts are in production. And
it's a tough feat. That's a really tough feat.
Yeah. So we will see. So next year, fingers crossed, we have the upstairs.
I think we have to do that.
How else can we do it? I mean, we already park cars outside.
We got cars on the plaza, cars on Waterfront Road, cars placed on every square inch of this floor. I think the consumers have said it expressly with their attendants. We need more space.
So what's your favorite car?
My favorite car? Okay.
Here.
You might laugh at me, but it is the Corvette ZR1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always been a Corvette lover.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things. And supercar power with a production car price tag.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
An easy 400K.
59,000.
Production car price tag, totally.
Pre-luxury tax.
Oh,
I was really impressed when I totally is that Cadillac SUV, like that big Cadillac.
The IQ, the
Yeah.
big one. Yeah.
have you had a chance to drive it?
No. But, 6 guys going golfing in Whistler, and that car would be beautiful.
Yeah, and there's enough room in there to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you're tall. I'm tall. There's a ton of room in that thing, and it drives like a dream. My wife made me take her out at last year's show for a test drive.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not in the driveway yet.
I think that would have been my choice, but I was just blew me away. Yeah. You? What's your favorite car, Leah?
I don't know. I have such a love for everything from old, new to I have no favorite car. I cannot tell you a favorite car.
Right behind you.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously. And driving these things are insane. That will kick you sideways, make
Have you
you.
driven an F40?
I have driven an F40, and in second gear, I went sideways, and I was like, okay,
Bring it back.
that's amazing. But it was scary.
Yeah.
It was very scary, and I like that. I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's
Very
good.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
To talk about the classics, that's like the other car that would have been on your wall as a teenager.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a few in our
And
city.
scale models.
We have a few
Yeah,
F40s here.
yeah.
Oh.
A few. I have 2 clients with F40s.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, there's
Local.
Would it be red?
Supercar capital of the world.
There is a
we
red
go.
line. How did you know?
I don't know.
So, which is your favorite car?
As I say, that Cadillac, that was,
Cadillac.
yeah, it really blew me away. I was just I don't know what that car is going to be worth in a couple
With all the classics, with all the, it's an SUV.
Yeah. Well, I think, the Maserati that I brought is,
That is
pretty special. That's one of one, that car, and can't get any more special than that.
I hate to say it, and I'm going to say the name wrong, and I'm going to get super judged for this, but that's okay. You'll laugh about it because we have this. We have this life. Is the Puro Sang?
The Pure Sung way.
So Pure Sung way. Every time I'm like Pure Sung way. I love.
Pure Sang?
I love that car. I like SUVs. I like bigger SUVs, and I really like that SUV. I like what Ferrari's done with it. I love the suspension on it. It still feels like a sports car. It still tightens up really nice. I like it way more than the Urus. I love that SUV, and we have one here today. So it's really.
We've got one coming into our collection. It's going to be here in the next 2 months.
I really like it. I don't know for depreciation value or any of that kind of stuff, but as a sports SUV, it's one of my faves.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I
So an
guess I would.
F40 or
Yeah.
So you go from
Yeah.
something that's sporty and fairly easy to drive to something that's actually going to throw you around and kick your ass.
yeah, I mean
okay.
groceries or track, right?
I guess I would pick the concept because it was really, really cool
Yeah.
to see that. I saw the renderings before
Yeah.
too and the drawings,
Yeah.
and to see it as a real
Wow.
True.
and it's not just a shelf, right?
Mhm.
Like they drove it in, right?
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was very cool. Or the F40. Like it's between the Countach and the F40 is very special to see that car.
So either vintage to futuristic.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's car people, though. That's car
true.
people.
It
That's
really
what we
is.
are. Yeah.
Another question that I have is now that the Canadian government opened the market for
Yeah.
Germans,
You got it.
yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
what's gonna happen?
What is going to happen?
Yeah.
So interesting. So when I first joined the team, you can sense the future and the evolution as to what the manufacturers are going to do. And I reached out to the team at BYD. They said they're not ready to venture into the North American market yet. And then that did change quite quickly as soon as the announcement was made on the near zero tariff agreement. Instantly, I had some conversations with the team at BYD to inquire about what does it cost to be present, space options, locations, and then it was Cherry, and then it was Geely. So boom, boom, boom. Now, obviously, there's some sensitivities amongst the new car dealers because they have proprietary actions that they want to protect, the dealer franchise relationship. The initial information that we're hearing is that BYD is actively exploring a dealer franchise operation system. If that is the case, obviously we need to be open to it, and then we'll see if the others follow suit. But definitely, if we look at things from an affordability standpoint, the Chinese manufacturers do have options that may fit a different budget for a lot of Canadians, especially with the cost of fuel currently. It's driving change and it's driving choice. But with that being said, Olaf, a lot of the manufacturers are coming out with great entry level, fully electric, hybrid models at a competitive price point. So the whole market is becoming more competitive. But I think the introduction of Chinese vehicles into the Canadian market is just going to spur more.
The feedback, though, is that the competition from the Chinese cars is not really. You can be competitive, but you're not going to be competitive. Right? I think we all have to agree to that. Yeah. Because I was asked by a number of people saying I was going to be at the auto show, asking if the Chinese cars were here. And there was a lot of mixed feelings about that. And if they're going to have a dealer network or they're going to want to sell it like via Tesla, just direct. That'll be interesting to see how that falls out.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Will be interesting to see. So next couple of months. I heard the same BYD, apparently they want to open 25, 26.
Yes, dealerships first year.
Canada, right?
Yeah, very quickly.
So, yeah.
Well, we know that it takes time and it takes a whole lot of money.
It does.
But it'll be an interesting, the landscape that we operate in is never stagnant. It is always changing. Yeah. So our job here at the auto show is to make sure that we can provide the best and widest breadth of manufacturers to display their vehicles.
No, I think.
And now the gas is $2 and I think it was $2.20 today. $2.20 a liter.
Wild.
It changed really fast over the last couple of weeks.
Did you happen to?
By the time this goes to air, it'll probably be $2.50.
I can't imagine.
I don't know. I drive a big 1-ton truck because I tow a ski boat, so it's big and heavy. So an electric truck doesn't work for me. But
diesel was $2.30 last week, and I was noticed.
Yeah, that's a deal. That's a deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I hit 253 when I filled up.
That's got to affect all the manufacturers. They got to be looking at that and trying to decide which way to go.
Well, it all depends on what happens, how fast it happens. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Oil price going down again. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's see how fast that.
Chinese cars, gas prices. Let's get political.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Should we go to the conversations you don't talk at the dinner table?
You did an incredible job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did an incredible job.
I love having opportunities to talk with awesome people in the industry. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, you really did a great job. Thanks for setting it up.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think on that note, another 2 days.
2 more days.
2 more days.
The news of moving upstairs.
Yeah.
Let's plan on next year's event up in the 3rd floor.
We'll tell you what. Why don't we do this again?
Yeah.
A year from now.
Yeah.
Because I have a vision.
Yeah.
Should we have walkie-talkies on each floor?
Different seats.
Yeah. I'm into
Well,
it.
looking forward to it. Well, thank you, Eric.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks as always, Olaf.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Well, it's a pleasure and good luck for the next 2 days.
2 days.
Let's do that again in a year from now.
I'd love to.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay, folks.